Yes.
All right, Sunday started off with open up. And we did open position technique. And we started actually with a drill. Follows create defining their space sitting in their armchair.
I lean against that a little bit.
So he's leading weight shifts by moving his body and keeping his arm the same shape and relative distance from his body. And I am not letting my arm collapse, right? So if this happened, I wouldn't feel the step. So that's the important bit. And when we connected open, we're still getting that side-to-side connection when we have deeper hand connection, right?
It's just fingertips.
There's no way I'm going to feel it that way.
So I want to get a little bit on the side of my hand, especially whenever I want to do a move like that, or I might have to adjust.
And we did quick weight shifts, right? So follows, you can always kind of close your eyes and see if you can feel those changes. And that's the technique we use for all of that movement. Cool. Let's see what else we did. We did the away steps. We did the fake out. And then it was to the leads right. So you fake behind the step and then we change hands. And that guy. Yeah.
So I pretend like I'm doing the exact same thing, except I take 2 quick steps and I go opposite. Right? So now we're in opposition. We still have the away that's straight down the line of our arms.
Yeah, which is this.
The same feeling, it's just at an angle now. It's the same feeling.
And
then I use that and relax and reestablish it to move in opposition.
And notice our arms, the shape again. Because some of us were not having a straight connection. He also uses his rotation, like for instance right here. Depending on how far away we are from each other, he may rotate his body a little bit more or less to just try to establish different connection there. So just notice what you're doing. Yeah. So we had some fun playing with that.
Yeah. We did the walking.
Yeah. Then we went to robot blues.
Yeah. We did step and step through and step out.
Yeah. And the whole point of that is open position. If you keep your arms associated with your body, robot style, you'll get a lot of information from your partner and you'll lead it nicely from your body. So we can do multi-crosses, a little like doo, 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 yeah? We can also do free spins or rollaways from each other. And there was a moment that you'll see right here where we have the hook hand, right? And then opens, and I instantly know, oh, I'm going to continue my momentum as a follow, so that's an important moment.
Yeah.
Okay. I think those are the main points from class 1.
Yeah.
Class 2, fast blues. So we started with this guy. Our ultimate pulse, 1, 2, 1, 2, on every beat.
Really consistent,
Relax.
independent of when we shift weight, right? Stay on one foot for a while, you could do whatever.
Yeah, our arms are relaxed, our legs are more relaxed, our core is engaged.
Yeah.
But when we connect to the partner and put it together, that relaxation and the connection allows us to be slightly off from each other because it's really hard to stay in sync, right? But we're as in sync as we can because I'm focusing on feeling the direction that he's giving me, right?
Then we changed the rhythm a little bit, and we started emphasizing the ones, for example, with a little bit of extra down. So we went like 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2.
Little drop.
1, 2, 1, 2. Also still independent of the feet.
So some examples just to see with the feet. 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Yeah? Or 1, 2, 1, 2.
Yeah.
Then we switched it to the 2.
The 2s.
Yeah?
Fun. Good. 1, 2, 1, 2.
Step, drop, step, drop, step, drop, step, drop. And we might still have that pulse, 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 right?
Yeah. We talked about playing with doing it like 1 every 4, or like every 6 beat, or
Right,
whatever.
1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, right? Whatever in the song inspires you to accent.
Yeah.
Then we did twist pops.
Yeah. So then here we were stepping on 1 and emphasizing the 2. 1, 2.
And it's
1,
down
2,
on 1.
Down, out, out.
And we're stepping on the 1. 1, 2, step, step, in. Yeah? And we talked about this connection yesterday, so we remember that. But we added a little take a break mini twist.
Yeah. So we're gonna stay over here and go twist, 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 twist.
And notice he's moving his body in and his arm in at the same time to help me move. But leads are always doing it in their own body. We also just mentioned that you could also like move your hips, for instance, as a break. Right? You can choose stuff or add something else as your break. Yeah.
And then
What?
And then go back into whatever.
Yeah, and then go back into it.
Yeah.
And then, I think we did all this stuff.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
we played with shoulders.
Yeah.
Shimmies.
Yeah, so we got shimmies,
Yes.
we got shakes, and we had crazy legs. Woo. Yeah? And when we put them with our partner, we were more isolating, so we just did it in an open position, trying to isolate it from the connection, right? And so I'm still following the weight shift, but I could do crazy legs and he could not, right? Or we could both do it and visually follow each other. So that's starting to sync up with your partner visually, but follows are still following the weight shifts here. Yeah?
We talked about how you can have that same emphasis to any of those things, right? You can emphasize like 1, 2, 1, 2.
Yeah. Or just like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, whatever it is, right? Okay, that's class 2. So take breaks, right, and fast moves, don't go crazy, and no swing outs. The last bit, conversational. So we started in solo, and we worked on trading who is initiating, right?
So like I would start doing something.
Something specific, right? And I'm like, okay, I got this idea. And then the idea was yes and. So I take this idea, I'm like, okay, well, I like this twisting, and I'm going to twist love.
Oh, that's cool. I'm going to join you.
And then he takes something from what I initiated, something from what we're doing, to keep it. Oh, we're going to keep the twist, but we're going to travel, right? So we trade back and forth, but we don't want to negate each other's ideas. We told a yes and story that you'll probably remember to build on each other.
Yeah, we try to change one thing at a time.
Exactly.
One idea.
Then we went to open position and did the same thing, but we were keeping the connection more neutral.
Yeah, really quiet.
So partially we're letting gravity just let our arm relax down, and then partially the lead was isolating his movement from the hand, to allow the follow to feel more space, meaning I don't have to follow weight shifts anymore, right? So if we're dancing along, we can kind of do the same idea of trading or doing our own thing, kind of depending on what's going on, right? But now I don't have to worry about following weight shifts from here, okay? And then if we're gonna get out of it, the lead usually reestablishes connection, sometimes moves me in a certain direction, right?
Yeah,
that's gonna get me out of that.
Initiate something coming out of that.
Yeah. We talked about getting into it, right? So even if we're doing weight shifts in place, we're doing that whole side-to-side connection from earlier, then he can quiet the hand up, and all of a sudden I'm like, oh, okay, there's some space for me to do my thing, whatever it is. Yeah, so notice that follows.
And then going back into it connected, we have the same scenario as we did
Yeah.
before, where we might like then bring our hand with our body
Exactly.
and start to do something again.
So hand is either with the body, or, right, body's moving without everything, without the hands.
Quiet. We went into a turn.
Yeah.
So we, just as an idea, we said, you can come into it, like you're leading something, and then you relax. It's a really good spot to have that big contrast of like now we're playing.
Yeah. So that means again, like there's a clear connection. We do another turn. So there's like this clear connection right here, and then let it fall. And I'm like, oh, cool. So good high contrast makes it easier for the follow to understand what's happening.
Yeah.
The last bit is sometimes during a direction or a turn, the lead can actually relax the connection in the middle.
Have that same quiet thing going on. So she's going.
It's so quiet
It's
right
quiet.
here. I'm like, oh yeah, okay, I'm gonna rock it out.
And then I dial it back up.
Nice and slow reconnect.